Okay, let's try this again. So, let's see here, on camera. Hey, how's it going everyone? Don here, ×2. So just tried to do this stream for a second ago and I don't know what happened. For some reason my OBS crashed. That's has had some sort of an encoder error. So we're gonna play like that never happened and we're just gonna start over. So today I am taking a look finally at the Arcade2TV-XR controller here. Now, you guys might have joined me last week, and if you did, thank you, for a live stream where I tried to unbox and set this up live. Big mistake there, because this is a heavy, complex piece of machinery. And, well, you know, sometimes in the middle of a Saturday afternoon, I'm not the brightest, you know, crayon in the box. So, had a little error on my part. There were a couple of little weird manufacturing defects that I was having problems with as well, but we sallied through, we got it all set up. It is now fully up and working, and I've got to tell you, this has been my absolute favorite thing to play with all week long. I cannot stop. Once I got MAME working on this and I got all the arcade cabinets from my youth, it has changed everything for me, and it is now the coolest VR, AR, MR, whatever we want to call our accessory that I own. And I'll show you why. And I say that with a caveat. I mean, it's just me. It brings up a huge sense of nostalgia because I grew up in the late 80s and 90s. In 82, you know, I'm like out there at Aladdin's Castle Arcade in the mall. I mean, playing like the original arcade cabinets. So this, I don't know, it almost brought a tear to my eye. So you might see me walk off camera a couple of times. There is real life going on in my house today. I got dogs sleeping over here. I got, you know, daughters in the back there. So if people walk through, if there's noise, I apologize, but we're just gonna have some fun. So I am gonna walk off camera real quick. I'm gonna make sure the stream is actually working and then we'll get started. So hope everybody's having a good Saturday here. There we go. Just wanted to move that out of the way. And yes, my friend Eric is back. So thanks, Eric, for joining me. My best friend in the world right there, A-. If you guys haven't, check out his channel. Amazing wealth of knowledge. So, all right, let's get started. So with this, there are a couple of applications that work in the Quest. One of them being Arcade Ranger, which is their specific app, and then we have Quantar. Today we're probably just going to look at Arcade Ranger, and I'm probably going to spend most of my time in this review in mixed reality. I'm enjoying mixed reality more than just about anything right now. I'm just loving it. So, all right, let's get started. So, all right. You guys should be seeing through my headset and got my dog sleeping over there, a lot of blankets that I need to wash. So, all right, let's go ahead and reset my view here. So, like I said, we got Arcade Ranger here, and we're going to get that started. And hopefully that's not what caused our crash last time. I have had a weird memory leak in this. It is not the most robust of softwares, but it gets the job done. And it gives me a cool little, you know, arcade to start out in here. It does have a sandbox mode where we can build and design our own arcade. But like I said, today we are going to feature the MR mode. So let's go ahead and pop into mixed reality. And there we go. All right. So as you see, I've already created a little bit of a mixed reality arcade throughout my house. Now there are tons of different things you can put all over the walls. Just, I mean, all sorts of little toys that you can play with, and we will get back into those here in a minute. So right over here, I've got my jukebox. Do have that turned down so that, you know, I can't hear it bleeding through on the microphone, or it might not actually even be playing anything. Let's see. Let's just walk over to it because, duh, we're in mixed reality. Now, like I said, certain sequences here, you might, you're seeing us off camera. There we go. Yep. And we got some game music going here. That's a little Zelda-like music there. I like that. So, all right, I got my food here next to the kitchen. Interestingly enough, there is actually a table in the game that looks identical to my table. Maybe we'll replace that here in a minute. I know that's kind of sticking through this weird partition. Meta does not like some of the architecture in my house. And here is my duplicate Dragon arcade cabinet. Now, where we were when it crashed just a second ago was I was showing you guys how the arcade cabinet is actually made here. So we will go ahead and open the menu, and you can see we've got a ton of stuff that we can place all over the room. Like if I did want to, say, you know, spruce it up a little bit more, there we go. We'll throw one of those over there. You get the gist. I mean, you can really go through here, and there is just tons of stuff that you can play with here. I've got to have a cat tissue box. There. As my dog goes over to check out the cat that doesn't exist. Interesting. So, okay, now let's see how the cabinet is made. So we're going to go ahead and take this cabinet out. All right, and now you'll see just my X-Arcade controller here. Now we'll go ahead and bring the build back in. We'll go to arcade machines here. And I love how they played on some of them, like Duplicate Dragon, Donkey King. So, all right, here we go. All right, so basically, once you go into X-Arcade mode, you want to make sure, and this is something that I didn't do on the stream just a minute ago that was kind of embarrassing, so I'm glad it crashed. Now I'm doing a better stream. So you got to put this little guy on your Quest. It is a dedicated Bluetooth controller that syncs back to the arcade controller here. And then once we've done that, and we've got our Quest wired up with a little box, we just simply take these guys, put them in the slots there, and now we're just going to press 1 player, 2 player, and boom, there we go, my cabinet. But it didn't line up perfectly, and that's okay. That, you know, because the nice thing is I can just move it right into position if it gets it a hair off, and I'm not gonna blame them. I mean, you know, you guys who have watched me over maybe at Upload on VR Gamescast, or, you know, you've heard Ian talking about it over there. Right now, Meta, man, there's some weird stuff going on with some of their updates that is just making some of the mixed reality, and even now some of my virtual reality, a little jumpy. You know, I'm having some little issues here and there where things are just not as solid as they should be, especially in mixed reality, as they're working on these new updates. So I'm really hoping that that fixes itself over the next couple of updates, because a solid world in mixed reality is definitely needed. You don't want things like you can see right there, the jukebox is hovering a little bit above the floor. Luckily, this all mapped perfectly, except you saw that when it mapped, it was a little askewed, but that's okay. Just a quick little change of the controller here, and I'm perfectly lined up again. So, and if not, of course, you could just delete the cabinet and you could re-add it until it lines up. Now that it is lined up, though, we don't really need those in it anymore. I don't know why my phone is ringing. Yeah, we'll just let it ring. So, all right. So now we're going to go ahead and load up some ROMs. Now, this is the part that gets into a little gray area with this. Obviously, ROMs. I'm not going to go into all that. If you know how to get them, go get them. I ain't going to provide them to you. Don't ask me. I'm using a MAME 2000 ROM set that I've had for a while. So, yeah. But it is a multi-arcade emulator, okay, or a multi-emulator in itself that can run MAME. So once you get this and you get Arcade Ranger set up here, the first thing you want to do is just go right here, download core. And it's going to download the cores for all of the different emulators that it can work with and create a folder structure on your headset. Once that folder structure is completely created, you then just take your existing ROMs that you may have or may find, or may clone yourself, which is what you should do. And you put them in the correct folder. So like right here, BSNES, popular, old school SNES emulator, and here are all my SNES ROMs. So not just arcade, we could play all the way up to, I think like I've got, let's see here, in here, yeah, PS. So like I could literally throw down and play Final Fantasy VII on an arcade cabinet if I wanted to. But that's not magical to me. That didn't feel right. So what really, really feels good here, again, is when you start loading up MAME ROMs. And now, oops. I know, it's a weird thing. There we go. I don't know why it put that backwards. But let's say, okay, so we got Donkey King here. So let's now search for Donkey. Wait a minute. Hold on. Stand by. Okay. Oh, that's why, because I had that selected. There we go. Donk. I really wish I could take this tablet and move it out of my way. No. We should be able to search for ROMs. I did it the other night. I don't know why it's not working now, as the whole thing's going to crash. Like I said, there is a memory leak in this, and you guys may see it crash a couple of times. There we go. So now we're just going to have to start Arcade Ranger again, and you'll see low memory. I don't get that. There's definitely enough memory in my Quest. Okay. So, nice thing is you can get back in pretty quick. Okay, got it. And let's see. Second time's a charm, right? MAME 2000. There's a lot of ROMs in here. Let's see if I can. Okay. So it looks like if I want to do, well, not the best search, but now that it's working, maybe it. Okay, well, we'll just find it manually. Because I wanted to match up the game with the cabinet here. And if we don't, then I'll just start something else. And of course, oh, yeah, I can just do it that way. But that takes forever. Because you have to literally sit here and hold the stick down. But it is cool because now you can see that I'm moving the stick and it's actually moving the stick. And it'd be great if I could just like scroll down into the D's and then have it start doing that. But no, every time I start moving the stick, it wants to. I need to save those as favorites like I did with Qbert. Now it's going to crash again. Well, we are definitely going to get to a point where I play a game on this controller because it was working when I was recording everything, of course. And then I decide, I don't want to edit. I'm going to do this live. So, of course. But then again, you guys get to see it, warts and all. The controller, fantastic, good quality, super sturdy. I mean, as X-Arcade controllers usually are. The software, not so much. Now, that's not to say you probably couldn't get this working with other arcade softwares. I have not tried that yet. Let's see. Third time's a charm. You know what? I don't think we're going to even try to match the arcade cabinet this time. I think we're just going to play something. We'll give it one shot here to get into the D's. So many cabinets. Oh well. Now let's go all the way down to Z. See if one of my favorites is there. Zaxxon. Yep, there it is. Nice. Zaxxon. Okay. All right, let's get rid of those controllers. Yep, we are lined up. And now, play now. And there we have it. Ah, there we go. Okay, so finally, we got a game working. Now, in order to make it fully work, though, we do need to set the controls. So this one, you just press this button down here, and I haven't found a way to set the controls for the game and have it stick. So that's another weird thing that I'm having to do, is I have to come in and set this every time. But, oops, it's not like there's a ton of stuff that you have to set. And then of course you can also set player, oh, I'm like pointing to a cabinet that doesn't exist. See, that's how immersed it is. You can also have player 2, and you know, these do work in 2-player mode. You can hook this directly to your TV game systems and do it that way, like old school. But obviously the magic happens when you put a mixed reality or virtual reality headset on and play that way. So mapped to multiple buttons. There we go. All right. And then we need to tell it what the start button is and give it a button to insert a coin. Now, I think in Arcade Ranger there is also a way to like pull out a coin and put it in here. I haven't really gotten that far. I've had too much fun just, you know, just going in here raw and setting it up that way. There we go. So now we should insert our coin and player 1, and there we go. Blaze, oh! Okay. God, it's been so long. There we go. There's my blazers. Oh, and just the tactile feeling of hitting buttons, man. I mean, that is an amazing feeling. It's just, when it all matches up. And this, okay, this is probably, now I finally get to start geeking out with you guys because we got stuff working here. This right here is probably the best part of this entire thing, is that I can lean on it. And it feels like I'm leaning on an arcade cabinet, and that blows my mind. Get over it, get over it. Made it. Yes. Oh, get back. Okay. Oh, they got me. Okay. Oh my gosh. This is just nostalgia overload. Oh, oops. Hit the wrong button. So really, you know, it is just like it is with anything else. You just gotta get everything set up correctly, and you gotta really, I mean, this is not gonna be something that is super easy plug and play, but it works brilliantly when you get it set up. Oh man. Now, a couple things that I have not been able to figure out. I have not been able to figure out how to get the trackball working in pretty much anything. Definitely need to do that. Let's see here. And I think I actually had some fun with this one because it had the, yeah, Arcade's greatest hits. There we go. So even like if you don't want to go through MAME, which does kind of screw this up sometimes, I don't know why MAME is so difficult to emulate. But if you want to, again, just do Super Nintendo and stuff like that, you can. And then it actually is already just working and set up. And like now I could literally get in here, let's say, I used to love playing Joust. And here we go. And I mean, obviously not the original arcade graphics, but fills the screen just fine and seems to work. And I really feel like I'm in an arcade playing Joust. I mean, this is, you know, and badly, I mean, you know, you guys get to see how horrible of an arcade player I am. I've been too spoiled over the years in mixed reality and virtual reality. Get you. The original Flappy Bird. Right here, folks. Oh, go get those eggs. No, go get the eggs before he gets picked back up. Ah! Come here. Death from above. And you too. Okay. Right, eggs. Okay. Sorry, I'm being like really quiet because I'm like super getting into this. And I'm sure you guys are like, good, your gravelly voice is annoying, so please get into it and be quiet. We just want to see the gameplay. Aha! Got you. Got you. Come here. Oh, no bull. Oh, thy game is over my butt. All right. I was robbed. You guys saw that. I was robbed right here. Like, anybody got next? You want to throw down a quarter? Because this is absolutely amazing. And it doesn't look like anybody else is watching. Hopefully my friend Eric is still there. So thank you for coming out. For anybody who has come out to join the stream today. Let's see. Let's do some Defender. I mean, this is like making me feel like I'm 12 again. I just... There are very few things in my world that can bring a sense of childlike wonder and nostalgia. But this is one of them. And yeah, it's so funny. We have a place here in my town called 1984 Arcade, and I love going there because it just brings back, again, that sense of childlike wonder. And to be able to just sit here in 2024 in my living room and put this magical box on my head and be able to relive this as if I am standing here in front of a true arcade cabinet, I said it in the intro, I think, of the screen that crashed just a minute ago, but I was not lying. As a 54-year-old man, I stood here and I leaned on this damn thing, and I literally shed a small tear for a minute. It was just such a rush. Oops, sorry, as I smacked my microphone. It was just a rush of emotion, you know, to think that, like I said, here we are in 2024. And in my house, I have these objects that do not exist in reality. I mean, it just blows my mind. So, all right, you know what? I think short but sweet today. I think that really kind of covers it. It looks like the dog needs to go out here. So I think, so for me, I would, because of the magic that it brings. So this is my final thoughts on all this. It is sturdy. This thing is heavy. When you get it, you're going to probably need somebody else. It comes in 2 huge boxes. Go watch the botched unboxing that I did last week. It's still up. But you just in some sort of game, and then it will be complete. And so I can't thank Xrcade enough for sending this. Again, there will be a link when this posts back in the video form. Please use that link. It is an affiliate link. I'm not going to lie there. They did provide me with an affiliate link. I only take affiliate links when I truly believe in a product and would shout it from the rooftop even if they didn't, and this is one of them. So if you want to help out the channel, if you want to grab one of these for yourself, if you're thinking maybe this is a good Christmas gift, please consider using my link. It does help me out. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for anybody who did show up. My friend Eric, thank you for always being there for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. This is Don, signing off.